What's good, everybody? It's Mike Reed, and welcome to My Life Ministries, where leadership, influence, faith, and involvement are the principles that we look to live by every single day of our life. And by us living those principles, it helps us to help you to become motivated young leaders to implement faith every day in their lives as well. It's time for us to make room. I want to encourage somebody today and let them know to start making room for what God is bringing to you. And not only what God is bringing to you, but for what God has already been giving you. You see, we can cause the blessings that God has given us, we can cause them to be cluttered because God will remove things from us and God will begin to put new things in front of us, but we will continue to clutter them with the way that we're thinking. And we will begin to put so much clutter around the blessings that God has given us because we have not made room for it. And the only way that we can make room for what God is doing for us in our life and what God is getting ready to do for us in our life is if we remove the things like insecurities and we remove the things of the thoughts of why do they have it but I don't, the thoughts of I feel like I should be further than what I am, or the thoughts of wanting more than what you can handle. You have to begin to remove those things so that you can make room for what God is doing. And if you do not remove those thought processes and the mindset and the way that you're going about things in your life, you're never going to be prepared. And not only are you going to be prepared, but you're never going to reach where God is taking you. It's your journey is special. And you must understand that your journey with God is special. He's put you on a path to where you're walking in safety. And the safety that you're feeling, is great. And you know that God is doing something for you in your life, and you continue to walk on this path because you know that God has you. But on the path that you're walking on is dark, but it's dark to the point to where it's not causing you to be afraid, or it's not causing you, to be worried, because you trust God. You trust God in the middle of the walk. You trust God in the things that you don't know. You trust God for what's ahead of you. God has showed up so much in your life that the history that you and God have is enough for you to continue to trust Him and trust Him and trust Him, to where doubt does not rise up, or even when doubt does try to rise up, it's easy for you to cast it down. It's easy for you to let the enemy know that you will not have dominion over me and you will not come in and change my atmosphere according to what His plan is, because you trust in God. But we have to make room because we see the blessing that God has given us, but we sit back sometimes and we wonder, almost to the point to where we say, God, well, I want to do a little bit more, or I want more in this season, or your excitement, will cause you to focus on other things, or cause you to move in directions that you do not need to move in because you're so excited. But you have to make room by removing those things so that you can be ready to accept what God has for you. It's time to make room in your life. Eliminate the things that do not need to be there. Eliminate the things that do not need to be there. You have no reason to be insecure when it comes to the plans of God. You have no reason to overthink when it comes to the plans of God. You have no reason to sit back and look at other people's lives as to if you feel like you deserve what they have. You are not them. You are not them, and you have to remember that. You are not them. God created you special for a reason. He called you for this time. He called you for this purpose, and he will supply all of your needs. He will give you exactly what it is that you need daily. And after, and this day, and the next day, and it continues. And as God continues to bless you in your life, he will escort you in to everything that you've been waiting on, everything that you've been needing. God already knows the plan in your life. He already knows the plan in your life. And I get it that sometimes, you want more. You want more. You want your time to come. You want that moment, but you just got to hold on to God. You got to hold on to God, and you got to keep your focus to where you understand that it's all about God's plan, not yours. It's all about God's timing, not yours. So don't focus on the things that you want. You focus on God and allow God to give you what you need. He will provide for you. He will take care of you. You just have to stay in the blessed place by staying in the obedient place. And by you being obedient to who God is, that's how God is able to move. You trust in God with all of your heart, and you lean not on your own understanding, and in all of your ways you acknowledge him so that he can direct your path. So let's make room today. Let's make room. Eliminate the things that don't need to be there. And you know what doesn't need to be in your life. You know what thoughts you're thinking. You know what's going on in your mind and in your head and in your life and the actions and stuff that you're putting forth. You know the crazy thoughts that are going through your head. Eliminate them. Make room so that God can bless you accordingly. So I just wanted to get on here and encourage somebody and let them know that make room. God will provide. God will show up. So don't look at the situation as if he won't, or don't look at the situation as to if you should be further than what you are. Don't look at the situation just because God has opened up doors for you and you see the blessing in front of you, but you're still sitting back here and you're wondering, well, God, I need this, I need that, I need that. You only need God, and you only need his plan and his will, and his will come to pass according to his timing. Trust God even when you don't know. Trust God even when it is dark. Even when it is dark. He knows the way. He's guiding you and he's directing you. So make room for what God has for you. You guys have a wonderful and a blessed day.